Today I'm going to make some tasty kebabs. Really simple to do, absolutely flavoursome. Give them a go. Now for making these kebabs, I'm going to be using beef mince. Now this is quite a fatty one. This one's about 12%, but if you can get one that's got a little bit more fat even than that, then you know, up to 20% is fine, because when you're cooking kebabs, you don't want them to dry out, so you want a little bit of fat content. Now I've got 500 grams of beef mince, and what I'm going to do is cut that onion in half and grate it, and we're going to squeeze out the juices and add it with that mixture of beef. And also I'm going to add some spices. So let's go through the spice mix we're going to add into the beef mince. So just to go through the spice mix, now I've got them all measured out. Now I'm going to use a teaspoon measurement for that. Now what I'm going to use is 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, half a teaspoon of allspice ground, and I've also got half a teaspoon of garlic granules or garlic powder. Otherwise you could use a couple of cloves of garlic that have been crushed, and just a quarter of a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, just to give it a little bit of heat. So that mixture is all going to go in with the beef mix and the onion, and it's going to flavour it up lovely. Now when I serve mine up, I'm going to serve up with a quick yoghurt sauce. Now what we're going to use for that is 40 grams of a Greek yoghurt. I'll use about half the juice of a medium-sized lemon. Now I've got some cucumber, a piece of cucumber. What I'm going to do is peel it, chop it in half, scoop out the inside, and we're going to chop it up nice and fine, add that in the mix. Now I've got some fresh mint here. Now I'd like to have slightly more mint, but to be honest, on lockdown I couldn't actually buy the mint, so I managed to get a little bit out of the garden, but it's going to be a nice minty one, but add a bit more mint if you can. Salt and pepper, just to season it. 1 clove of garlic, which I'll crush that, and I've probably got about a teaspoon, that's a small spoon, of olive oil. So that's all going to be mixed up, and that's going to make a nice simple sauce to go with these kebabs. Now apart from that, I've got my pita bread, and we can serve out a little bit of salad, a little bit of extra onion, as you wish. So let's start off by making up this spicy beef mixture, and then we're going to get on with the cooking. Now we're going to start making up the beef mixture. Now what I'm going to do is just put the beef in there. Now I've got the onion here. This is half a grated onion, so I use my cheese grater. Now look, I squeezed out all that juice, because you don't really want that, because otherwise it just makes it all mushy and it doesn't, you know, come together very well. So I'm just going to put the onion in there, which obviously I've drained as much as possible. Get that into shot. And I'm going to put all the spice mixes in there as well. Just add that in. And then what we can do is just use your hand and bring it all together. Get it well mixed. So I'm going to grab it, separate the meat as much as possible so that everything gets a nice, good coating with those flavours. And then when you brought it all together, what I'm going to do is to put it in the fridge. So just going to put a little bit of cellophane over the top. I'm going to pop that in the fridge. I'll see you in about an hour. So now I've got the mince in the fridge, going to leave that to cool down. Now I did nip out and managed to get some fresh mint. So that was what I originally had, and I'm going to use a little bit extra. And what I'm going to do is make up a yoghurt dip to go with this beautiful kebab. Now I might just pop in, I've got cucumber chopped up, peeled, and got some garlic. Doesn't matter what order you put it in. Got the olive oil. Going to put in the mint that I originally had, but I did want a little bit extra mint, which fortunately now I've got. So I'm going to add that in. And if we need to add a little bit more yoghurt, we can always do that. Salt and pepper seasoning. And what we've also got is some lemon juice. So let's give that a good squeeze of lemon juice. Oh yeah. And what I'm going to do is stir it around. Yeah, I'm going to put a little bit more yoghurt. So I'm just going to put a good dollop extra of yoghurt, because, you know, really people love this. When it goes with the kebabs, it's wonderful. So give that a good stir, taste it for seasoning and make sure it's how you want it. So I'm going to get a quick taste and see how that is. So let's just taste that. That is lovely as it is. So going to make up this quick salad. Now, just going to put in some chopped up lettuce and got my onion. Again, slice your onion up. It's always good with the kebabs. I've got a cucumber. Now I've got some of that mint left, but also, just in case I didn't have the mint, I managed to find a little bit of coriander. So I'm just going to add some coriander, which is a good one to use as well. Really good for the salads. Put the tomatoes in. Look at that, got a lovely bowl of salad. Now let's give it all a good pinch of salt. Especially on the tomatoes. And I'm just going to dress it up with a little bit of olive oil. A little touch of olive oil. Like that. And give it a squeeze of lemon. Keep the lemon theme going. Lovely. That's a nice healthy dressing, you know. Lemon juice. Extra virgin olive oil. Now let's give that all a good mix. And that is your salad all ready to go. Now you haven't got to really taste that because I know that's going to be good. Salt, lemon juice, olive oil, can't go wrong. Beautiful. So now I've got the salad, yoghurt done. I've taken out the meat that we're going to make the kebabs with from the fridge, and they've been in there probably about an hour. Now what we're going to start doing is putting them on some skewers. Now, I've just got these standard metal ones and I'm going to run them along here. So you can obviously make them as big as you want. You could make them into pates if you want as well. So if they're going to go into burgers. But what I would say is just kind of roll them out into like a sausage shape to start with. Squash them down. I'll see how many I get. Maybe I'll get 6 or 8. I mean, obviously you can scale this whole thing up to make it, you know, that you've got more, especially if you're doing a barbecue, you've got a lot of people. So just kind of get it on the skewer there, spread it out a little bit. But that's coming together nicely. So I've got that on there. Now let's just pop that on my sort of tray. I've got a little grill there and I'll do that with all the rest. I've got 5 out of that mixture. So just going to pop those in the oven, but I'm going to do them under the grill. But alternatively, obviously you could do them on the barbecue. So let's pop those under the grill. Now I've got my grill roughly about medium high. And you want to cook them until you've got a nice brown colour on the outside. Turn them around occasionally and just make sure that the juices run clear and it's cooked inside. So I leave those cooking, build up the colour, turn them over, make them look wonderful. Now it's coming up for the 10 minutes. Now I did flip mine around. Look at the beautiful colour on that. Amazing. Oh, that looks lovely. Now what I am going to do is I've got a little bit of pita bread and I put a little bit of water. I just wiped a bit of water over the top. That's 10-minute mark. And I'm just going to pop these over the top and really just give those 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Just slightly warm up. And then what we can do is serve it all up together. So just give it 30 seconds or a minute and it'll be lovely. Now I'm just going to show you what we've got. Just going to move these pita bread away. Look at those. Nice colour on those. I know they're done. So I'd say about 10 minutes is about right. Maybe 12 minutes depending on the heat. So now I've got the kebabs all ready to go. Now I'm going to serve mine up. Now I'm going to get a bit of pita bread, put some salad in there, put the kebab in there and then dress it up with that yogurty sauce. So that's a really good one. Now alternatively, you could serve it just on top of the pita bread. So it's entirely up to you how you do it. Now I'm going to try mine and see how it tastes. Now the one I'm going to go for is this one here. Look at that. That looks amazing. Now, what I'm going to do is just bite into this. Oh, that is so good. The meat is moist. It's flavoursome with all those spices we put in, and it goes so well with that minty yogurt mixture with a little bit of garlic and the salad. That is an absolutely delicious, cheap to make, simple kebab. And I hope you enjoy the original Naked Chef.